Welcome to Searching Knovel, the Basics and Beyond, a video tutorial brought to you by the VDOT Research Library. In our last video, we introduced you to the Knovel database, showed you how to register for an account, and mentioned the browse and search functions of Knovel. Now let's explore Knovel's powerful search capabilities in greater detail. If you haven't registered for an account yet, you'll need to do that first. I'd recommend following the steps in the video Getting Started with Knovel. You can pause this video at any time to jot down notes or just replay parts as needed. The quickest way to get to the library is through Inside VDOT. Our webpage can link you to all the subscription databases and library services you have access to, but for now we're just going to focus on Knovel. From the library's webpage, click on Research Tools, where you'll see Knovel listed. Since you're already registered, just click on the link and enter your username, which should be your VDOT email address, and your Knovel password. Should you forget your password, you can contact Knovel support by sending a message to support@knovel.com or by calling 866-324-5163. Knovel is a great source of technical information for engineers, including content from publishers like AASHTO. I mentioned before that the default search setting is My Subscription, which will help you search the three content areas VDOT subscribes to: civil engineering and construction materials, general engineering and engineering management, and transportation engineering. That's about 500 items, with new items added by Knovel each month. Knovel also displays a small group of promotional titles you are authorized to access. Speaking of promotions, I thought I'd point out a few things you can do to clean up the screen. First, at the top of the page, Knovel includes an advertising banner, and by clicking on the X, it disappeared. Also, if you want, you can delete the status update at the top of the screen. In the future, new status updates may appear, and if so, after reading them, just click on the X to remove them as well, freeing up your screen real estate for better activities. Now back to the searching. Since the full text of all items in Knovel is searchable, you can find not only the best book for a topic, but possibly even the precise chapter or page within a book by typing specific terms into the search box. As I mentioned in the last video, by typing in the terms concrete and admixtures, Knovel will search the full text of VDOT subscription for those terms within 5 to 10 words of each other. Believe it or not, that's not a very precise search. If you enclose those same search terms in quotation marks, Knovel will search for the terms as an exact phrase, which can really increase your precision. Also, capitalization does not affect the search results, but plurals do. You can also link terms or phrases using and, or, and not. Here's another tip. If you know the exact title or a key word within a title of a book you want to search for, you can type in your term and use the Options button to focus your search that way. So let's say you want to find AASHTO's LRFD bridge design specifications. Simply type LRFD in the search box and limit that term to the title. Here's a final tip for searching. One great trick I sometimes use is the Search Within button. Let's go back to that last example where we search for items with LRFD in the title. We found the LRFD bridge design specifications, but that's a large volume to go through page by page. So if you remember that that book had a section on the distribution of wheel loads, you could click on the Search Within button to search within that book. The results come back ranked for relevancy, and with our search terms highlighted so that we can quickly go to the section that looks most promising. I'll click on the section titled Distribution of Wheel Loads, where I can read about the topic. Files in Knovel are in PDF format, with bookmarks for ease of navigation and familiar options to save or print. It might be a good idea here to go over copyright and VDOT's licensing agreement with Knovel. Everybody at VDOT is authorized to unlimited access to books in Knovel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but only for work-related academic or personal research needs. Content in Knovel is copyrighted and is the property of the respective copyright holder, so an AASHTO reference book you find is the property of AASHTO, the publisher. Activities like the unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or even sale of copyrighted material beyond what is allowed by fair use limitations could be a violation of copyright law. VDOT's license or contract with Knovel definitely does authorize you to find and read content on screen and to download and print pages you need, as long as they are for your work-related, academic, or personal research needs. It's the systematic downloading or printing of entire books that could violate our licensing agreement or result in suspension of your account. So how many pages is too much? Well, Knovel recommends that you limit printing or downloading to roughly no more than 10% or 25 pages per title per visit. If you have any questions, contact us at the VDOT Research Library and we'll be glad to help you out. Since you've got a library, you've got options. If you find something in Knovel or anywhere else and you can't access it, let us know. First, you can search the library's EOS online catalog of more than 44,000 volumes in our print collection. Second, search another database to see what other full-text resources you have access to. Third, you can request an interlibrary loan. While we can't possibly own every book a VDOT employee might ever need, our interlibrary loans department borrows hundreds of items from libraries near and far each year. For more information, contact Ken Winter at the VDOT Research Library. After all, our job is to help you do your job.